Ghanshyam Tiwari, respond to the argument that Amitabh is making, that you cannot say that our vote share is intact. You need to pull in the current situation with the BJP already sitting at 37. You need to pull voters away from them. Otherwise, it's a done deal for the NDA and the BJP.
Let me summarize Amitabh's articulate points in a simple statistic that is presented by India Today often, that there are roughly 200 parliamentary seats where Congress and BJP are against one another. Compared to 2019, Congress won 10 to 12 of these seats. The whole point that Amitabh is saying that with this stand, even that 10 and 12 seats will reduce, that is not true. You look at, even with this branding that BJP is going ahead with, these 200 seats, in these 200 seats, the women vote who see Ravans in BJP will matter. In these 200 seats, what is happening in Haryana will matter. In these 200 seats, the fact that there is a minor difference between Congress vote and BJP vote in the 3 states that elections concluded will matter. So by any chance, any future debate we will have, Rahul, that you will see that in these 200 seats, BJP and Congress will have a 60-40 chance, a 70-30 chance. Even that means a 50 extra seats for the Congress party. So clearly this statistic that Amitabh is saying, when you translate it into parliamentary seats and the baseline of 2019, these statistics don't hold.
No, I need to answer that, Rahul.
Okay, go on, Sanju.
You know, Rahul, let's be very clear. With a 37% vote share, the BJP under Narendra Modi got roughly 23 crore votes in 2019. And the 23 crore votes that we got in 2019 was actually a 32/33% jump over our tally in 2014. Now, assuming that the law of averages catches up with BJP, despite the fact that Narendra Modi's popularity only keeps soaring, it is gravity defying. But assuming the law of averages catches up, not a 32 or a 33% jump, let us assume that the BJP only sees a 14, 15 or a 16% jump. Even then, we will end up with at least 26 to 27 crore voters in our favor who will be voting for us. And if we see a 20% jump in our tally, then the BJP will be saddled with 28 or 29 crore voters who voted en masse for it. Where does the Congress stand? How does the Congress project that it will increase its tally from the 10, 11 or 12 crore voters who voted for it? Look at the gap. Kahan 10 crore ya 11 crore voters जिन्होंने कांग्रेस के लिए वोट किया था, because Congress is the only big daddy within the alliance. The others are irrelevant. The RJD got 0 seats last time in the Lok Sabha. You have only the TMC which managed about 22 odd seats. You had Uddhav Thakere's Shiv Sena which got 17, 18 seats, but now even 63% of his MPs and 73% of his MLAs have jumped ship. So the limited point I'm making is that there is a yawning chasm. There is a yawning gap. 11, 12 crore voters ek taraf.
Okay, so once again, let Sharad Pradhan respond to this very big argument that you can't say that we will keep our so-called secular minority vote bank intact with this decision. Ultimately, you need to pull from the BJP's vote bank, which sits at least at 37%. Unless you can do that, the opposition and the Congress in particular has no hope in 2024.
Well, Rahul, you can't dig into the BJP's vote bank by playing on their pitch where they are trying to invite you via the temple. So that would be a completely naive stand to play on the pitch that they want you to play, which is what the BJP is trying. What I feel is that, we've been discussing, a lot of people talk of digressing from the subject, but some people are only digressing and talking of Maharashtra and whatnot. And my 2 questions have remained unanswered. I don't know why.
So why should I not talk about Maharashtra?
Why? Who has given the BJP? Please learn some etiquette. Please.
Okay, Sanju, you can't interrupt. Let him complete his argument. I'll come back to you in a civil fashion once he's completed. Sharad Pradhan, go ahead.
She has this bad habit of not allowing anybody to speak. She thinks shouting is the only answer. Well, my question was, first of all, who has given BJP the right to certify whether somebody is a Sanatan or not a Sanatan? Whoever attends the temple at the ceremony, a political event which nobody can dispute, an event which is not Ramchandra Ji's event, it is Pradhan Mantri's event. And secondly, why is Mr. Advani being sidelined in this whole event? These 2 questions, if they can be answered.
Okay, why isn't Advani ji getting more pride of place? And this is not Bhagwan Ram's event, it's the BJP's event. Let Sanju respond to both.
Thank you. Rahul, now I don't want to be heckled. The reason I had strong words for Mr. Sharad Pradhan. He says, some people only shout. Mr. Pradhan, let me remind you, I was on a debate with you, not one but many
Don't get
debates with you.
personal. Answer my question. Don't try to digress from the
This is not
subject.
fair.
Sharad Pradhan, let him speak. Let us speak. Sharad,
let him alone on the screen.
let Sanju
When he
Verma
was making
speak.
a
Sharad,
point.
go on. 1 second. Let
Yes.
Sanju go on. Go on.
Mr. Sharad Pradhan, now listen carefully. You may be a senior journalist, but your agenda is driven by visceral hatred for Narendra Modi, and I'll tell Rahul Kanwal's audience why. I was in a zillion debates with you before the Uttar Pradesh 2022 election results were declared. And I remember, in debate after debate, you used to sit there and you used to say, कि whether sun rises in the east or not and sets in the west or not, Yogi Adityanath तो दोबारा मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनेंगे, चाहे सूर्य उगे या ना, सूर्य अस्त हो या ना हो, पर बीजेपी की डबल इंजन सरकार का तो सुपड़ा साफ होगा उत्तर प्रदेश में. And Mr. Sharad Pradhan, you said BJP will not even get 100 seats. And do you know what? Today you have a nice big fat wobbly omelette on your face because BJP got 255 seats for the second time running. For the first time in 37 years, a sitting chief minister called Yogi Adityanath came back with a stellar mandate. So you can sit here and accuse me of shouting, but the fact is that you're not a journalist, you're an
Okay,
agenda
since you've got
propagandist.
personal, I'm going to give Sharad a response, an opportunity to respond before I go across to
You're an
Yashwant Deshmukh.
opportunity.
Sharad, very
Rahul,
quickly, please.
my questions remain unanswered.
Yeah.
Because she's been talking about something else which she likes to. She uses
Oh,
her
really?
vocal
Really?
cords only to
You said BJP
only
को
to
कभी सत्ता में
scream and
आए
not
नहीं.
talk
No, but
logic.
Sanju
Not
Verma,
logic.
he's asking about why Lal Krishna Advani hasn't got more pride of place. Sanju, he's asking why Advani ji hasn't got more pride of place. Why don't you respond to that question?
I just have this to say, Rahul. आज जिन लोगों को एलके अडवाणी जी की याद आ रही है, each time we talk about how 147 or 56 MPs were asked to leave because they were indulging in hooliganism, इनको suddenly अरुण जेटली जी की याद आ जाती है. Whenever we talk about how Muslims are benefiting from Modi government's welfare schemes, suddenly they say no, but there's nobody quite as good as Sushma Swaraj, who is a true secular. आज आपको अडवाणी जी की याद आती है, अरुण जेटली की याद आती है, सुषमा स्वराज की याद आती है. आप कहाँ थे जब अडवाणी जी ने अपनी रथ यात्रा निकाली थी? You demonized him for the longest time. You demonized and undermined Arun Jaitley's credibility as a finance minister for the longest time. You undermined Sushma Swaraj when false allegations were leveled against her by Lalit Modi for the longest time. आज आपको इन सब की नैतिकता पर भाषण देना है टीवी पर? You are a bunch of hypocrites and Sharad Pradhan is a propagandist.